Hi guys, this is Miss M keeping it 100. I wanted to weigh in a little bit and just give my little bit opinion because I don't want to talk about it too much on Will and Chris Rock, two phenomenal black beautiful men. It's sad that that had to happen. And so I'm really hoping I'm really hoping and praying that these two guys can come together, and just talk this thing out. Everybody want to give their opinion on it. Oh, he shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have did that. Oh, Chris Rock shouldn't have said what he said about her. He been picking with Jada for, some time now. Oh, Will shouldn't have did. You know what? Let me just say this. It's sad that that had to happen that way. And I do hope and pray and wish everybody should that these two men can come together because let me tell you something, we are already against each other. You hear me? We're not for each other. Let me tell you something. Black people, and let me see, sometimes can be cruel to each other. They talk about each other's weight, the way they look, talk about their nose, talk about, they talk about everything, talk behind their back, and we get enough of that from the other people, but when we do it to each other, it's really sad, you know. So that's all I want to say about that. I love the two brothers, and I pray that they can get this stuff together. But let me get to the families. Family, how family can talk about each other, how family hates each other. I mean, just sisters hate each other, brothers can't stand each other. And it's sad to live in a world and that we have to fight injustice. We have to fight racism. And then we have to fight amongst ourselves. This is really, really a sad, sad time. Don't blame it on the pandemic. Don't blame it on the air. Everybody is responsible for what they do, you know. And we all make mistakes and none of us is perfect. None of us are. But when people, families get behind each other's back and talk about each other, and I mean, I just think it's horrible. I think it's horrible. And they block you on the phone. And I mean, listen, I won't talk anyway. You can block me all you want to, okay? But listen, I mean, it's just so horrible in our world today that violence is up, and so is gas prices. These are a lot more important things than, this penny ante stuff. Food prices is so sky high now. Everything is high. I felt my tank up and I said, what is it? What? Listen, I thought I was filling it up. So listen, guys, I mean, it doesn't cost you anything to be kind and be nice to each other. It seems like that's just a hard thing for us to do. Do you read those stories out there where you have children that's dying and they're in the crossfire? You have fathers killing their wives and yet kids killing their grandmoms and stuff. It's a lot more serious things in this world, besides, being petty. Because I just think a lot of this stuff is just petty. It really is. And I just think that people are so quick to jump on you, call you a liar, and say negative things about you. And I just feel like this here. If people in my life continue or, being negative, I don't want you around me, because I can love you from a distance. It's just horrible when people just keep doing these crazy things. I don't want people to put me into their mess. And I'm just saying that I'm in any mess, excuse me, in any mess, because I'm not, because I don't allow myself to. I know how to leave people alone that is trouble. I don't want you around me, you know we don't have to kill people, or be spiteful, try to hurt each other all the time. You know, life can be beautiful if we let it. It's tough out here. It's tough. Economy is terrible now. And I'm thinking about all the children, what I just read about these children getting in the crossfire of these people that are shooting at each other. And I've been talking about that for quite some time. So, it's a lot of violence going on in the world. Just I don't even know. I just sometimes you don't even know what to say. I'm doing more praying now than I ever did in my life. It's time to get back, I guess, to Jesus, because hey, That's really all we have left. I don't want to get in here and start being because I know people don't like you talking about religion, and somehow they don't like you talking about God. But isn't that funny? But if you talk about the devil, you in, like Flynn. So, I'm confused. So again, getting back to Chris Rock and Will Smith. Listen, we love you. And we praying that you guys can sit down and talk to each other. You don't worry about what the world say, because the world got their opinions. They're saying this here, they're saying that. Will got a whole lot of people on his side. Chris got a whole lot of people on his side. And guess what? I love both of those brothers. And I hope that people can see that, okay, things, maybe he shouldn't have done that. Maybe he should have went another way about it. But then maybe Chris shouldn't have had keep talking about his wife, and then putting her picture up there. So, he didn't lay his hands on him, but sometimes your words can hurt you worse than the hands can. So I'm not saying that he was right. I wouldn't dare say that, because we don't promote violence over here. No, we don't do that. We promote love over here. And if you don't want to look at this channel, if you hear from mess and not wanting to, just talk about things that is other than just malicious things that, what I mean, talking about people, calling people liars. Daughters don't want to talk to their mothers. They block their aunts and all that kind of crazy stuff. I feel this way. If a person don't want to be bothered with me, whether they family or whoever they are, you can go on your merry way. I like peace. I'm at the age now where I want peace in my life. I don't want your mess, and I don't need no stress. So listen, guys, I'm not going to stay too long. And like I said, I don't want to keep talking about it, because you know what? I am so sick of hearing about Will and Chris. I'm just tired of hearing about it. It's time to move on. And let's try to love each other. Love on each other. We don't have to hate. There's so much hatred. You go on that internet, man, them comments, the people calling you liars, don't be spreading lies and all that, you just listen. I don't usually focus on anything negative. I don't even want to answer to anything negative. So I don't have to do that. And I just pray for everybody, even my enemies. That's the type of person I am. Every day I pray. I also include my enemies. So listen, guys, I'm not going to tally too long on this, but just be safe and be blessed. And try to be kind. Don't cost you a dime. See ya.